Ethsign is a decentralized version electronic agreement signing application built with Web3 technologies. Ethsign has participated multiple times in DoraHacks hackathons, including a Substrate hackathon, ETH hackathon in Beijing, Web3 hackathon in Austin, and this time Filecoin brand global hackathon. So Ethsign is an old friend, but I think they are having some amazing updates recently. So let's hear about their stories. Ethsign, you can start anytime.
Just a second, I'll share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So hello, I'm Claire. I'm the product designer of Ethsign. Today, I would like to introduce you with Ethsign 3.0 features and our future plannings. So let's start with the evolution of agreement. The first step is, of course, the paper agreement, which requires people to manually do contract drafting, contract signing, contract management. The second stage is the e-signature platforms such as DocuSign and HelloSign. All of these platforms are based on centralized servers. This could bring up many privacy and security concerns, such as those companies could have access to users' privacy data, such as their authentication data and other forms of information. So we have no way to know whether or not they're misusing our data. And also, if the server crashes, all of the users' information will be gone, and that could happen when a company goes bankrupt. And this is where Ethsign 3.0 comes in. So Ethsign 3.0 could solve all of the problem because it is the blockchain-based e-signing decentralized application. It is built on a Web3 infrastructure with no server and no privacy and censorship concerns. However, it still provides a better user experience, just like any other Web2 applications. So in terms of our end users, we're integrated with DID protocols, including mToken, MetaMask, Taurus, and Matic. So, and therefore we do not hold on to any of the user data. And also we are using ENS as identity management. For on-chain, off-chain interruption, we are using the graph for on-chain data query and push notification. We're also using Chainlink, Oracle, and Keeper for our new feature in the future. I will introduce that in a bit. And then the decentralized networks, we're storing all of the hash signature on EVM-compatible chains such as Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, Fantom, Polygon, Ethereum, Moonbeam. We're storing all of our contract documents on these storage networks such as IPFS and Filecoin. Yeah, so Ethsign 2.0 is actually live now. You can all go to ethsign.xyz to try it. I will just show you some of the main features of Ethsign 2.0. This is a screenshot of the last step of contract creation. You can see we allow user to upload PDF contract documents, and then they could just simply input the address of the co-signers and invite co-signers. They could also set contract password to encrypt the files and also set the expiration date or block. They could either send with signature or without. Okay, so after they send the contract, they could always preview the uploaded document. They could see the signature status, and if they have any concern with the terms, they could highlight the terms and leave any comments. And if they are the contract initiator, they could also upload a revision. So you can see it is really user-friendly, and it's similar to other Web 2.0 applications. And also another important feature we have is the document history. If you click on the document history icon on the dashboard, you can see all of the actions acted upon the contract. So these are all transparent, and you can see for example, the actions such as creating the contract, the adding new co-signers, and leaving the comments. You can also see the signing status on the left. You can also download the history if you want as PDF format. Yeah, so that's it for the key features of Ethsign. Again, you can all try it. It is live, and I can also send them YouTube link if you want to see our demo. And right now, I want to introduce you with some exciting new features we are going to implement and we are implementing now The first one is the signing with your favorite NFT. So we want to allow users to sign with their NFT. The first one is the signed contract will contain not only the digital signature, but also like a visualized NFT stamp. If the user's ENS account is connected to an avatar, we could also display that. And then the users can authorize signature by transferring their NFT stamp to another account to authorize the signature. And then lastly, we could allow multi-signature. So the contract initiator could set the multi-signature rules, and the contract will become enforced only after the set amount of NFT stamps are collected. The next idea is the meta layer between global users and blockchain. So instead of initiating one transaction per signature, the meta layer nodes will initiate one transaction after aggregating all signatures in a contract, and therefore reduce the gas fee. And the meta layer idea could also allow more flexible business model to onboard Web2 users. One example of the meta layer application is Biconomy. So we're using Biconomy to prepay and sponsor our listed users and pay crypto for them so they don't have to pay. And the whole experience is very, very elegant and easy. I'll just show you a brief demo from our tech lead. So you can see now he is like creating the contract. And then so like in this step, you can see there will be a pop-up on MetaMask, and they do not have to like pay any crypto. We can just simply click sign and the contract will be created. So yeah, this will be really user-friendly for all of our Web2 users and non-crypto users. Okay, so again, we see this diagram again. It is on a two-dimensional plane, and now Ethsign is going to introduce a new dimension called auto execution of term. So I'm going to introduce Ethsign Smart Agreement. So Ethsign Smart Agreement will serve as an independent agent, guarantee the execution of term, and serves as an escrow of fund. I'll explain it more detailed in using a use case. So imagine we have like a contract initiator who has the developing idea, and then he or she might need some like freelancing developer to implement the idea. So normally they would like sign cumbersome agreements to like set the terms, the delivery, and they might go to court if they have any kind of disputes. However, with Ethsign Smart Agreement, instead of signing cumbersome agreement, Ethsign Smart Agreement will allow the bounties funded by the organizer to be automatically paid out to the developers when each milestone is reached. So I would briefly describe the user journey here. The project initiator will like set the GitHub repo when they have like an idea, and then they will set each milestone along with the issues associated with them. And then they will sign the agreement, and the developer will start working on it. So each time he or she complete a milestone, he or she will like send them, will like submit a delivery to the repo, and then the initiator will check it and close it if like he or she approves it. And then the agreement will check if each of the milestone is closed, and if it is closed before the due date, the like reward will be automatically paid out to the developers. So in this way, you can see how we can empower and foster unprecedented collaboration between like developers and project initiator in the future. To speak in a higher level, the smart agreement workflow has 3 steps. The first one is define data source. So this will be like the GitHub repository data, as in examples, they can be any source of like off-chain data. And then we could define a trigger condition by setting threshold value for the trigger and send drop to the chainlink keepers. And then lastly, we would define the execution logic. So if the trigger condition is met, the action will be triggered. And then we would define the program logic ahead of time and save it as a bot to consistently like check the conditions until the trigger is met. Yeah, so these are the key ideas we're going to implement in the future. And again, these are like our Medium link and Twitter link. You're welcome to follow it. And this is our product link. Okay, thank you. Do you have any question?
Great. Thank you, Claire. So we know that Ethsign already presented once in this spring, and this summer you come again. So I'm gonna be happy to know what updates have you done since this spring?
So since the spring, so like from the Ethsign 2.0 to now, we have like a brand new user experience, and then we also have like a PDF integration. So out of our PDF signing, contract will be like previewed by the user, and then they could like directly do any action on a PDF, on a contract document. Do you have anything to add, Potter?
Essentially, what we will be done from the spring to now is basically to not just on Ethereum, and also we also integrated the graph to allow the on-chain query to be a very high level user experience. So right now, when the user load their contracts for everything, it will just take less than 2 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, so as you can see here,
2 seconds or something like that to reach a Web 2.0. Have been integrated. You also need to log in with their email address. And also, another big part of our directly open or click Ethsign in the token app to use our Ethsign on their mobile end. And besides that, we just had really polished our front end to make the user experience just like a Web 2 or Web 2.0 level, and also having them having them to make a transaction or to sign a document within 5 clicks, and that's essentially what we're trying to achieve. And I believe in this June, we already Web 3.0 new exciting plans to have in the future. So stay tuned for that. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, guys. And as you mentioned, you've built amazing cooperations with some platforms like Token. I think you're also cooperating with Dora Factory on the e-signing features. So can you please introduce some specific user cases from your partners?
Yes. Claire, do you want to take this, or I can do it?
Yeah, I can do it. Actually, sorry, you mean where do we cooperate with Dora Factory, right?
Yes. Any partner of yours, you can introduce some user cases from them.
Okay. Any. Actually, we are an application, and by building this kind of application, we actually interact with a lot of infra projects, or like decentralized networks, or the middlewares. Like we actually partnership with the graph, and so actually once a user log in with their address, so we have to the eSign the front end will query all the related data with this address to a specific blockchain, and that's tons of work to if you directly send your RPC request to a node, and it will take you more than 10 minutes to get all the related data into your browser. But right now we use the graph in different blockchains, and we can receive those data within seconds. So and we're in partnership with Chainlink on the Chainlink Keeper Chainlink Keeper networks, which is the new features in Chainlink Network 2.0, and that will be much more help in the automation side, because we need to have somebody monitoring the condition, if the condition being fulfilled, and if that's so, and somebody need to trigger our preset smart contract. So the Chainlink Keeper do that job very well. So actually, there's a lot of partnership and cooperation inside the projects.
Great. So who are the Ethsign users, and how does Ethsign improve their experience?
Okay. Actually, our users like whether it's a company or it's a project or it's a individual users, both of them can use Ethsign as a signing platform, and by the company, and there's a lot of crypto related company like mining company, crypto lending company, or the some venture fund. So these people signing a contract, and it's an international contract always, and the contract related to a address or some information in the blockchain. So I think we're quite a fit for them, and for users, like the company sign contract with some individuals, say we are a global team, we're a decentralized team, and a lot of our team members, we don't work together, and some of our team members located based in Philippines or Turkey, right? So if we sign a freelancer agreement, we'll use Ethsign. So that will ensure his right, and also the it's legally binding to the local law. So I think it's a good project for this kind of scenarios.
Great. So from Claire's description, I know you've made some features for those users who are not very familiar with Web3 or even with blockchain itself. So how to make users from, as we say, traditional part of industries who is not very familiar with blockchain or even with some high-tech things. What's your effort behind those features to help those amateurs to use it?
Yeah, that's a very, very good question, and so we can show off our efforts. So actually, we spent a lot of time on it, and what our goal is make everybody can use it, make the blockchain technology or anything invisible, and the user just need to click several times on the website, so the user can achieve all the functionality he wants. So that's our goal, and what we trying to do is first of all, we allow users to create a private key with Formatic or Torus, since not a lot of people have MetaMask or MToken, right? So after that, they will have their public key and private key. Those or ENS, those protocol will help them manage their private key. And then we use we're trying to use the graph or other POS blockchains to smooth the user experience. So because if you use Ethereum or Bitcoin, it will take you like 20 minutes or 10 minutes to confirm all the transactions. So right now, you just need to wait seconds, and you can interact with the blockchain and see retrieval data from the blockchain, and also upload your agreement to a decentralized network. And the last thing we have done from now is we are just as Claire has demoed, we have Biconomy, and the Biconomy allow users to now pay with their crypto, and they can simply sign the transaction and then send the transaction to other people who has crypto, who can help them pay crypto and send those transactions, relay those transactions to the blockchain. That's what we have done recently, and I would say it's a very good point for us. So we can use Biconomy to aggregate signatures, since there will be a lot of signatures within one contract, and we can gather the signature off-chain and batch them on-chain within one transaction. So that will be reduce a lot of cost, and also the user, they don't need to pay crypto. They don't need to have crypto. They don't have to buy crypto with a credit card on the website. They can just click one sign button, and the Biconomy or other counterparty or us can help them pay their crypto and to interact with the blockchain. So the blockchain is totally invisible to the users. That's what we trying to do. Yeah.
Very good. So since this is a demo project for a Filecoin grant, and so my last question would be, how does Filecoin or IPFS help improve the experience of Ethsign, and how do you guys think of the whole Filecoin ecosystem?
Okay. So as a signing platform, we have to, if we are unlike with the previously competitors, we actually help our users to store their contract or sign the contract in the decentralized network, which is IPFS and the Filecoin. So we use them to store the data, the document itself. So every user, they log into Ethsign at .xyz, and they can download the agreement they have signed anytime, anywhere. So that's a big support from Protocol Labs, and I'm trying to say it's a very crucial part within the application. And also we have other features, we can let users add comments on the on a specific documents. So that's also powered by IPFS. So because you cannot actually store those comments on Ethereum or other blockchain, that's too heavy for for a smart contract platform, right? So we have to store those comments and also the file itself into those storage network, and we can have a CID back, and we actually just store the CID on the within the smart contract. That's how we achieve these functions. And I would say we have seen a lot. There will be more and more Web3 application because of the rise of the infrastructure, and the infrastructure is more and more secure and easy of use. So probably the industry will enter it's an application building phase. So so I think it's more than DeFi, because DeFi is an art of smart contract development. So you can it's a program of money, but you cannot do any other thing other than money, right? So if you want to achieve more or familiar scenario, it's a signing platform, it's a DocuSend, or it's a Dropbox, something like that, you definitely need a storage network within the application. So I would say the storage network like IPFS and Filecoin and also smart contract platform are the two crucial part in the Web3 tech stack. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Great. Thanks. Thanks. Amazing opinions from the two teams today. I think both of you are very interested in the storage part of Filecoin and IPFS, and hope you guys can bring us more amazing updates in the future, and hope to see you more in future DoraHacks hackathons. So I think that's the end of today's live demo presentation. Thank you all. Let's see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.